Hello guys and Merry Christmas. Welcome to our home tour. We are a family of 5. I am Sarah, my husband Sam is a chef. I am a work-at-home mom running this business online. I'm also a former teacher and former daycare provider, so I have talked about those on this channel as well. And we have 3 little girls, ages 5, 3, and 3 months, plus our cat Artie. So we have a moderate-sized family who lives in this house. I love seeing other home tours, and I just love to share the beauty of the Christmas season. I try not to go overboard with Christmas decorating, especially now with 3 kids, and one is a very young baby. But I just love to see how other people decorate for Christmas, and so I thought I would show you guys as well. We live in a 70s split level. It's a 4-level house, about 2,000 square feet, and it's 4 levels like split in the middle, and it's a very interesting house. So it definitely has a lot of character that drew us to it. When it comes to decorating, I like to use a lot of reds and silvers, and I love me a flocked tree. So we actually have a second flocked tree that I will show you guys. So I'm just gonna take you guys along on our main floor because that's where we decorate for the holiday season, and then I will show you how I added a little bit of Christmas cheer to our 2 older girls' rooms as well. So starting in the dining room, as you can see, this wall is one of the things that sold us on this home. It is a brick wall that has bricks from the Chicago fires. We actually learned about that when we had a guy come in to do an appraisal for our house. He had actually known a lot about the history of these bricks, and so the reason why there are black bricks is because they were actually burned in the Chicago fires, and in the 70s they sold them to people who were building houses in our area and the Minnesota area and probably the states around Chicago and Illinois. And so we actually have bricks from that were repurposed. I love them. I love the more muted tone of our brick wall, and so we just have a very simple mantle, but we like to decorate that. We love our big clock up there. Our 5-year-old's learning to tell time on there, which is really cool, and learning about Roman numerals. And so we just have very simple red and white stockings from Target that we use 2 for us and 3 for our girls. And then I have these trains that we use for stocking holders. I bought many years ago, and we just added a star for our 3rd daughter this year. That was from Target. Most of the decorations you will see, I don't think I really bought much this year at all. Most are either thrifted or purchased from Lowe's. I like to do Lowe's after season, after Christmas sales. They have a lot of really nice stuff for pretty cheap, and a lot of people don't think to go there, so I snatch up a lot there. Target, Hobby Lobby, and then mostly just thrifted, like I said. So I will just show you guys around. So when you first walk into our house, this is the view from the front door. You walk right into our dining room. If you look up, we have a white ceiling. This actually, when we first bought the house, I will link to a home tour from when we first bought it. This was the panel color, and it had these giant beams and a fan coming down. It just was really weird considering that the peak of the roof does not match the middle of the window, so it just always looks kind of weird. So we just painted it white, added some crown molding, added a light chandelier, painted the walls a light blue, and I just think it really looks really nice with the deep dark wood and the pops of white. You can see the kitchen and the living room from this view. And we also have our pantry over here, which we converted the coat closet into a pantry. Here is our little craft cabinet for our girls, and I have just like this puzzle sorter here and this bin of different crafts and stuff that we want to do. So I have different things that I want to get to this holiday season, but stuff that they need help with, so I put them up higher. We have this beautiful farmhouse table my parents made for me a couple years ago. It is huge. I love it. We have the bench on one side and then the white IKEA chairs the rest of the way. And I had this custom made to fit this room because it's a very large dining room, especially for this size house. This was an addition, and I was running a daycare at the time, so I wanted a table big enough for all the daycare kids and myself to sit down, and it's great for entertaining. Great for kids. They can be really hard on it, and it doesn't wreck it. And on the table this holiday season, I just laid out some of our what I call looking books, so activity books and books that our girls can look at on their own and just kind of look around and see. I will have a video, if it's not already up, it will be soon, of our favorite Christmas books. So these are all in there as well. I did a very simple tablescape, just this little runner. I love to use this candle holder every year for napkins. I just think it's perfect for that. I have this little trivet and then placemat or whatever you call it. And then I just flipped over one of my favorite ceramic fruit bowls and then put this on top. It kind of worked perfectly. And then our little people nativity set is right here as well. They love playing with that. A new addition to this room this year is this console table. I am planning to refinish it, or I guess finish it. It's never been finished. I will link to this below. It was about $100 on Amazon. It's 4 feet wide and like 15 or 16 inches deep, I believe, and it fits perfectly here. I wanted them to have a place to do exactly what you see here, where they can like play with Duplos or do crafts or jewelry or what have you, and not have to take it down for supper time, because they love to play in here, but often they take up the whole table and then we have no room to eat, and I don't want to have to take down their creation. So they're in the middle of building a Duplo house and eating their Thanksgiving meal, which is super cute. And then I have just these buckets here because I did have a bench here, so I have these hooks, but one of you guys had the idea to just hang buckets off of here for craft supplies, so I did that. I love that. And then up above there is this octagon window. So this just really takes use of this space, and just little table height stools I will link below as well. We did just very simple white sheer curtains in here because we have so much beautiful light. We want to let in as much of that, and I just wanted really neutral curtains. And then we have this IKEA stand here, this like console table. I just put a red buffalo check runner on it, and then I like to display photos of our girls over the years at Christmas time, and they have loved this. My oldest daughter loves to say this is her 6th Christmas because she counted, and it's just fun to see like when another child was added, and then next year we'll add our baby once we have a photo, and pretty soon we'll probably have to fill up this whole area, which is really cool. And then over here I just have this tiered tray I just fill with random trinkets, some of which are in the house all the time and some of which I pulled out just for Christmas time. This year, our only decorations on the outside of our house, we normally don't really have anything. We do have like a welcome sign outside, but that's it. But I added 2 of these 3 foot by 3 foot, they're folding light up snowflakes. So they fold up really small, but then they fold out and expand to really big. And so they light up every night. They're on a timer and they are beautiful from the outside, but we didn't have to like climb outside and like hang stuff. So it's just a very simple way to decorate because we have these 2 really big bay windows in the front of our house. This year we added this flock tree from Menards. If you have any idea how to ever get a star to sit straight over the whole Christmas season, let me know. I feel like the kids jumping around and stuff, it never stays straight, so whatever. But we got this one at Menards. It's just a simple pencil flock tree. It's called a pencil tree because it's very skinny. And we just did simple red, silver ornaments from Target. I got a set there, and then just a simple white faux fur tree skirt. And the main reason I got this was to do this tradition we started this year called the 25 Days of Christ, where there's a new ornament every day. When I'm filming this, it's actually December 1st, and so we just did our first ornament. And so we're gonna fill this tree with the 25 different ornaments leading up to Christmas. Plus, it's just so beautiful, and we can't really enjoy the tree from in here, so it's nice to have this second one that fits perfectly right here. This fireplace begs for a Christmas tree, so it's perfect, love it. And then we just have very simple decor. Up here, I got, I think pretty much a lot of these decorations were from Lowe's over the years, and then that believe sign was probably from Target, but we have a nutcracker and Santa. And then over here is one of my favorite spots in the house. This is a buffet. It's actually a dresser. I used chalk paint and stain to refinish a couple years ago. And my parents, along with the table, also built these industrial shelves for us and stained them. And these are, this is an area I like to decorate throughout the year. So we just have this like holly berry, silver, white, and red runner. I have a basket here with our girls' projects and stuff they do throughout the week, and then I go through it. And then this little arrangement here with a red bottle brush tree, this metal tree I think I got thrifted. This probably from Lowe's, and then this Home for the Holidays I think was from Target. Up here we have this Noel sign next to our scale, and this beautiful Santa sleigh I believe was a Target find a few years ago. And then this Farm Fresh Christmas trees, I believe I got at a shop. I got a gift card from one of my former daycare families back in the day, and I bought that there. It's just really cute. And then everything else is just stuff we pretty much leave up year round. This milk glass I got all thrifted. I love that. And then our canisters actually have like baking stuff in them. So moving into the kitchen, we don't do a whole lot of decorating in here, but we do have a couple things, mainly above the sink. So we have this little thing I believe my mom gave to us because the girls loved it so much, or I loved it so much. I just think it's cute. It's all the little elves reading all the letters to Santa. And then we have this Merry Christmas. They actually look like blocks, but they're all connected. I got that thrifted, probably at a garage sale or something. And then we have our 3 wise men and our star that actually moves around the house every day, but that's where it currently is. And that's the star from afar. It's an alternative to the elf on the shelf. I will link below. And then my husband loves his Funko Pops. He got this Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. So he sits right there. It's super cute. My girls think that's so funny. They love Home Alone, so they love that little detail. And then other than that, the only other real decorations in here are this candle and this towel. So this candle, my brother likes to get us the McCall's country canning candles. This is my favorite one at Christmas time. It just smells like Christmas to me. I will link it below if I can find it. So beautiful, and I just love how they package them, and they're really high quality candles. And then we do have this little display over here. Yes, we still have not painted this room, but we have just this picture our daughter drew of our family of 5, and then we keep our Christmas bucket list here to go through every day, so we can just look over that, and when we do something we can check it off. But now heading into the living room is where the star of the show is, the Christmas tree. So this doesn't change very much from season to season. I like to have very neutral decor, so I can always add pops of color. So there's the front door. We still have our taco turkey. His name is a Thankful Turkey, an activity we did this Thanksgiving. There's this little table here that I like to decorate. It's got my Michelle Armis print and this Bless This Home. I love the colors there. But this is just a little console table that has this is our Star from Afar nativity set that on Christmas Day the star will be on the stable and the wise men will come to visit Jesus. And then we have, I think these 2 were thrifted. I have a couple of these like Mercury trees. Love those. The Santa, really vintage red bottle brush tree, and then just this little Merry Christmas. It's a cute little spot when you walk in. And then we have some books down here. This bench used to be over there, so I just moved it here for now. I don't really know if it's gonna stay there forever. We just have our cube unit here with books and dress-up clothes, and then all of our Christmas books are in this crate right here. But this is a very multi-purpose room. I have a whole video on how we use it as a multi-purpose room. I'll link below. But we have like our office area in here. We have this really unique, we call it the balcony because it kind of looks like a balcony, but it's just this railing, and our bedrooms are all up there, so you just go up a few steps and there's our bedrooms. Or if you go down steps here from the kitchen, that goes to our playroom level, and then you go down again and it's our basement level. So we have 3 bedrooms up there with a bathroom. I added this little, I don't know, reading nook, I guess you could say, earlier this year. So we keep some linens in there, and then we keep our books and this art, and then there's linens in this little bench as well. But I just really like how that looks. And then we have the main part of our living room. So this whole, from the living room all the way over to the kitchen, we have these beams with this, like, I don't even know what you'd call it, just these textured panels within. I would love if they were white, but I'm not gonna go through the hassle of painting them because this wood is like super rustic, so to try to tape it off and not get paint on the wood would be really, really hard, so we just leave it. These recessed lights my parents added when we moved in because it was super dark in here most of the day because there was no lighting. But we have, it's Stonington gray on the walls throughout most of our house. I just love how neutral that is, but the white pops really nice on it, but also looks really good with the deep dark wood. So we just have we have 2 of these chairs. Normally one is here and one is here, but we just moved one over there so we could fit the Christmas tree. We have our display of photos around the word blessed because we definitely are. And then here is our tree. It's definitely not like perfect with 3 little kids who are touching it all the time, but I got this red, I forget what these are called, just like the tree stand covers this year instead of a tree skirt, because the cat and the little ones like to go under the tree, so I thought this would kind of help prevent that. And it's just cleaner looking. But we have this flock tree we got at Menards a couple years ago with the red star on top from Target, and I just have some ribbon and then poinsettias. These they're like velvet, they're really pretty, very sparkly, and then lots of special ornaments in there. Here's what the photos all look like. I need to change out some to fit in our newest baby because she's not on here yet, but she's only 3 months, so I don't have a lot of photos of her yet. But we just keep, I love this fruit crate. It's one of my favorite things we own. I got that thrifted years and years ago, probably for our wedding. I don't even remember. We keep our library books in here, as well as some Kleenexes and some coasters, and then we just have all of our Santa hats here. And this is actually a file cabinet I repurposed years and years and years ago before we had children. It's a lateral file cabinet, but I made it to look like a campaign dresser by adding the hardware and then using this, I think it's called Rub and Buff in the brass tone to make it all brass looking. But I love it because it looks like a nice piece of furniture, but it's actually our files, which is cool. And then over here, this is our TV stand from IKEA. It's the Hemnes brand. We have had that for so many years. I just like to change things out from time to time. I kind of group the books by color. It just, I think, to my eyes looks better. So we have like blue books, some white books, and things like that. And then the rest of the books are upstairs, but we just have some photos of our family. And then I have like a little thing of ornaments. Little Be Merry sign. I mean, we have a red clock always, but it kind of fits in with Christmas. That salt and pepper shaker was our cake topper at our wedding. Just like those little details. That was from the Dollar Tree a few years ago. Yeah, little pops of red we usually always have, so it just fits. And then I added that Santa, and this lantern was on the fireplace mantle, so I just moved that in here. And then on our little side table, this was from World Market a few years ago, quite a few years ago now. We have our Melissa and Doug countdown to Christmas, so it's magnetic. You just add different magnets every day until you get to 1, and then you're supposed to put the star on Christmas Day. But our girls just like to play with it, which is fine. We have this Santa that my mom got my husband because he's a chef and he went to pastry school. He went to school to be a pastry chef, and so he loves to bake, and he has his business Dough Daddy now where he bakes cookies. Make sure you follow that because one day he will be able to ship. But our 3-year-old tried to eat one of the M&Ms off of it this year, and we learned they are real M&Ms, so fun fact. And then we have our beautiful pump that I use almost every day for our baby. Here's just another view. We also have another big bay window in here with a snowflake and just these simple striped curtains. This couch is from IKEA. It's the Ektort brand. We have had that for quite a long time and it's still in great shape. We love it. And I just, a few months ago, got this ottoman and I really like that. Our girls love to like jump off of things onto green mats that we have behind the couch. And this is a lot sturdier and it opens up so we can also keep blankets and stuff in there, and they love to lay on it and watch movies. Just a really great thing to have. So that is the living room. Here's another view. So this is our oldest daughter's room, but it will soon be both of our older daughter's rooms once the baby needs to move to the nursery and not in our room anymore. But we did add some Christmas decor here. So I let our oldest decorate her own tree. These are trees. She picked out hers a few years ago, and then our younger daughter picked out hers last year. But it's got these really special ornaments I made when we first got married out of cookie cutters and just some scrapbook paper and ribbon. And she really liked those and liked decorating with those. And then we have this little gingerbread house. I don't remember if my mom gave that to us or if we bought it or what, I don't remember. And then we have this really special print here that a family member sent us a few years ago because she said it reminded her so much of our oldest daughter, and now it looks so much like our middle daughter, and once our baby gets older I'm sure it will look just like her. So it's just super cute and special. It means a lot to us, and so I put it in here so it fits. And then in the nursery slash our middle daughter's room right now until she transitions out, we did not do the full tree. She loves to touch and play with everything. So I would love to get her like a little tree she could just decorate herself. But all I had from last year, because she wasn't really into doing that last year, is like actual hooked ornaments and stuff. So I don't want them falling off and her stepping on them. So for right now, we just let her help decorate with the little string of pink beads and the tree topper, but I would love to get some ornaments she can actually use, or some other kind of tree for her to play with that isn't going to hurt her. So, but that's what we have for now. If you are interested in seeing our Christmas home tour from previous years, I will link to those below. We definitely put out much less than normal. We had a lot still in storage because I'm trying to approach a more minimalistic lifestyle. I'm not a minimalist by any means, but I just want a little bit more simplicity. I didn't put things out that I knew would get broken or played with and I would get upset about. I just left those. We will have plenty of years when our kids are older, but I just want them to be able to fully enjoy the Christmas season without getting like yelled at for touching things like our precious nativity set and things like that. So they are just put away for the next probably few years until they're ready to, you know, handle them nicely and enjoy them like we do. I hope you enjoyed this home tour and it inspired you that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can definitely build it up over the years. A lot of after Christmas sales, Dollar Tree stuff, Target sales, and Hobby Lobby sales, plus, you know, asking for things for gifts and thrifting along the way. You don't have to spend a ton of money to have a beautiful home at Christmas. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed and have the bell notification on so you can see when I have more videos. I'm gonna have a lot more videos this December, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Merry Christmas. Bye.